Hi, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Andrell with part-time, full-time, flex time opportunities for you. Remember, I try to share with you things that I come across that may bring more income to your life, or if not you, maybe someone that you know. So I hope you'll join me today. In today's episode, what I want to talk about is Ella's partners in management solutions. And I do have to take a brief moment for a small commercial. I always ask that you do me a small favor, and if you find this information helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe because I do hope to share with you opportunities at least twice a week. Feel free to also hit the notification bell when you want to find out when those videos come out. The notification bell will let you know I've posted a new video. And definitely always feel free to leave a comment or ask me a question. I'm happy to interact with you. So again, thanks for tuning in. And let's get back to the subject at hand. So when it comes to this company, what they do basically is they do mystery shopping for apartments. They do this in 50 states. They've been around for 36 years, and they hire folks like you and I. You'd be hired as an independent contractor, and all you have to do, which is pretty simple, you're simply going to shop and pretend like you are looking for an apartment. Which is pretty cool. The money is good, it's simple, and guess what? You probably get to see some fairly cool places. So if this is something like what you may be interested in, I want to share a bit more with you. Now, when it comes to doing the mystery shop, it does entail really just a brief phone call, just like you would when you're looking for an apartment. You're going to call the leasing office, let them know that you have an interest in their apartment if they have one available. You're going to be interacting with the leasing person. A lot of times you're going to be evaluating how that call went. Was the person courteous? Were they helpful? Did they encourage you to come in? Things of that nature. Now, as part of the job itself, you are at some point going to actually go and meet the leasing staff as well as view the apartment. Now, when you're taking your tour, when you're interacting with the staff, you want to keep in mind if this is a shop that does not require any equipment, then you want to keep in mind how the shop went. Was the person professional? Were they available to you? Did they answer all your questions? Did they show you more than one floor plan? Were they rude? Did they not know? Did they rush you through? These are the things that you want to keep in mind because you're going to be commenting not only on the phone call, but how the actual shop went with the person. Now, the company does require you to, there are several ways that you can evaluate the shop. They may ask you to simply tell from memory how things went. They may ask you to voice record the person, or they may ask you to video record the person. And sometimes it is a specific person that they want. Sometimes it is just any of the staff. Now, of course, you got to be comfortable with doing that. It's simply part of what they require. But you'll see that when they put out the assignment, you'll be able to tell if it does require a voice recording or a full video recording. If that's something you like, great. If it's something that you're uncomfortable with, then you simply don't accept that assignment. As I stated earlier, it is an independent contractor position, and what that means, of course, is you work when there's an assignment available that you want to take advantage of. As an independent contractor, they don't take taxes out of your pay. So you're responsible for squaring up things with the government, meaning you pay taxes to the government or see your tax preparer about that. It is flexible. There are some write-offs that you may be able to take advantage of. You definitely want to see your tax preparer when it comes to that. And as I said, write-offs, independent contractor, they don't take taxes off and it's flexible. To me, those are really pretty much perks of being an independent contractor. You don't have to report somewhere every day you work when there is an assignment available. Now, when it comes to this job, they do offer some training, which is pretty simple. It's just a few online tutorials. I don't want to say it's two. It's probably somewhere like 3 to 5, but they're relatively short. It's going to tell you what's expected, how you have to fill out the report. You do need to be timely with your report. In most cases, you're going to type it, and you do have to submit it in a timely fashion. When it comes to the tutorials, they're fairly brief, doesn't take a long time. I would guesstimate it really depends on how quickly you read through material. Shouldn't take you probably more than an hour, probably not even that, but it depends on you. You are required to complete the tutorial so that you know what is expected and how to actually do the evaluation and what they want from you. So again, this is all done online, but again, nothing that's really complicated. When it comes to now, what most people are most curious about is the pay. So when it comes to the pay, I think pay is pretty good. For the assignments, they generally pay $40 to $50. That does entail you completing the report. It has to be done correctly, and you must submit it on time. So when you accept the assignment, they tell you when the shop has to be completed by a certain date. And of course, you do have to actually turn in the report. They're very strict as far as the time and having the report completed correctly. So again, for each assignment, you'll typically be paid $40 to $50 per assignment. Sometimes there's bonuses. Sometimes they kind of link a set of opportunities available. Maybe they'll do 3 and say, hey, can you do all 3? And they'll group the pay together. I've seen assignments coming fairly regularly, so I don't want you to count on this as definite income. It is independent, and it is available when there are shops available. As far as where they are, that can vary. Maybe some near your home, some you may have to drive a bit. So that's where your independent contractor comes in, as far as you may be able to write off some mileage if you're using a car, if you're taking public transportation or Uber or something like that. I'm going to refer you to a Now, when it comes to where some of these shops are, some may be near you, some you may have to drive a little bit of a distance to, and that's where it comes in being a perk to be an independent contractor, because typically you are able to take advantage of writing off the mileage. If you don't drive and you use public transportation, or you end up using something like an Uber or Lyft, I'm going to say see your tax preparer as far as if you'll be able to take advantage of any write-offs when it comes to those means of getting around. But again, the assignments can be all over. It's up to you if you don't mind a little bit of driving, or if you want to hold off to get something close. But again, that's no guarantee that the assignment will be near you. Now, here's the easy part. How do you get started? They have a really brief online application. It's not much to it at all. You don't necessarily have to have previous experience as a mystery shopper. The questions are really brief. Again, this is a legitimate company. They've been around quite a while. And I'm going to say, if you don't find this is something that kind of fits something that you're interested in, please I suggest that you share the video with someone who may be interested in the opportunity, or tell them about it. Again, my thing is just about everyone can use extra money these days. So again, I'm going to ask that you do feel free to leave a comment. If you have a question, definitely ask me. I'll try to answer it if I have access to the information. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to hear about more opportunities like this, or maybe something totally different. The name of the channel is Part-Time, Full-Time, Flex Time. So again, I'm always going to be trying to share with you an opportunity that will put more money in your pocket. Again, like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I release another video. So I hope that you've enjoyed hanging out with me. I enjoyed seeing you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope all is well in your world. Ciao for now.